Going on with my read aloud series from Indian Economic Development textbook. We are going to do chapter number 6, that is rural development. In this we finished what is rural development, and we finished with credit, and right now I'm going to do marketing in rural areas, as we're going to talk about agricultural market system. So, agricultural market system. Have you ever asked yourself how food, grains, vegetables and fruits that we consume daily come from different parts of the country? The mechanism through which these goods reach different places depends on the market channels. Agricultural marketing is a process that involves the assembling, storage, processing, transportation, packaging, grading, and distribution of different agricultural commodities across the country. Prior to independence, farmers, while selling their produce to traders, suffered from faulty weighing and manipulation of accounts. Farmers who did not have the required information on prices prevailing in the market were often forced to sell at low prices. They also did not have proper storage facilities to keep back their produce for selling later at a better price. Do you know that even today there are more than 10% of goods produced in farms are wasted due to lack of storage? Therefore, state intervention became necessary to regulate the activities of private traders. Let us discuss 4 such measures that were initiated to improve the marketing aspect. The first step was regulation of markets to create orderly and transparent marketing conditions. By and large, this policy benefited farmers as well as consumers. However, there is still a need to develop about 87,000 rural periodic markets as regulated marketplaces to realize the full potential of rural markets. Now, the second component is provision of physical infrastructure facilities like roads, railways, warehouses, godowns, cold storages, and processing units. The current infrastructure facilities are quite inadequate to meet the growing demand and need to be improved. So, the third aspect is cooperative marketing in realizing fair prices of markets' products. So this is the third aspect of government initiative. The success of milk cooperatives in transforming the social and economic landscape of Gujarat and some other parts of the country is testimony to the role of cooperatives. However, cooperatives have received a setback during the recent past due to inadequate coverage of farmer members, lack of appropriate link between marketing and processing cooperatives, and inefficient financial management. Now, the fourth element, which is very important, is policy instruments like assurance of minimum support price (MSP) for agricultural products. Second is maintenance of buffer stocks of wheat and rice by Food Corporation of India. And third, distribution of food grains and sugar through Public Distribution System (PDS). These instruments are aimed at protecting the income of the farmers and providing food grains at a subsidized rate to the poor. However, despite government intervention, private trade by money lenders, rural political elites, big merchants and rich farmers predominate agricultural markets. The need for government intervention is imminent, particularly when a large share of agricultural products is handled by the private sector. Agricultural marketing has come a long way with the intervention of the government in various forms. Some scholars argue that commercialization of agriculture offers tremendous scope for farmers to earn higher incomes provided the government intervention is restricted. Now, they've asked you a question. What do you think about this view? So please write it down if you can in the comments. Now, there is this emerging alternative marketing channels. It has been now, today, the greatest alternative is, so bypassing all middlemen, today is what? The digital marketing, and randomly Amazon comes to my mind. And there are so many others, so many of them. Please write them down. Go through that. So it has been realized that if farmers directly sell their produce to consumers, it increases their incomes. Some examples of these channels are Apni Mandi, that is in Punjab, Haryana and Rajasthan, Hadaspar Mandi, that is Pune, Raitu Bazaar, that is vegetable and fruit markets in Andhra Pradesh, and Uzavar Sandis, farmer markets in Tamil Nadu. Further, several national and multinational fast food chains are increasingly entering into contracts alliance with farmers to encourage them to cultivate farm products, that is vegetable, fruits, etc., of the desired quality by providing them with not only seeds and other inputs, but also assured procurement of the produce at pre-decided prices. It is argued that such arrangements will help in reducing the price risks of farmers and would also expand the markets for farm products. Do you think such arrangements rise incomes of small farmers? Well, another question for you to think about, and you can work this out. They say, very interesting practical suggestion, visit one such alternative marketing system which farmers in your locality or in the neighborhood rural areas use. How are they different from regulated market yards? Should they be encouraged and supported by the government? Why and how? You must discuss. Next, I will read diversification and productive activities.